Hello, in the following video I'd like to give you a brief explanation about how these ingenious and revolutionary patches work. My name is Friedhelm Becker. I'm a physiotherapist, naturopath, and certified osteopath. In the early 2000s, I developed my own therapy concept with a Dutch colleague, Functional Autonomy and Integration, or FUI for short. We currently teach the method with 25 lecturers in 6 different European countries. But how do these patches work, and how can you help people achieve better health and well-being with the help of these patches? Let's do a little experiment. If I were to blindfold a subject now, ask him to stretch out his arm, and draw an 8 on the back of that person's hand with my finger, he would probably perceive it as an 8. If I were to do it on the forearm, the upper arm, maybe the thigh or any other body part, an 8 would still come out. Now, how does the brain know that it's the number 8? Skin receptors in the skin can generate the signal from the information, the touch, the pressure, perhaps the temperature, which is then sent to the brain through the peripheral nervous system. The brain can identify it as 8. These skin receptors are mechanoreceptors, free nerve endings, piezo-1 and piezo-2 receptors, and THPV1 and 2 receptors. The last 4 receptors were just discovered in 2021 by researchers David Julius and Adam Pataputian. Incidentally, they received the Nobel Prize in Medicine and Physiology in 2021 for this. But how does the brain really know that it's the number 8, a learned signal quite simply? Aside from the learned signal in the brain, there are also genetically programmed signals, like a signal for pain perception, sleep, and every bodily function has its own signal in the brain. But exactly what is on these patches? Those were the challenges Jay Delaval, the developer, and his research team were faced with. They started their investigations over 12 years ago and have analyzed over 100,000 electroencephalograms, EEGs, from the Loretta Dandenbank in Zurich, and using an algorithmic analysis tool, have deciphered the code for brain development, control, and regulation. They have managed to decrypt the regulation of the brain. The second thing they needed to decrypt was how to send corrective signals to the brain for improved functions through the skin receptors. These patches now have vibrotactile stimuli applied, similar to a fingerprint or a QR code. If I hold this up to the camera, you might also see as I move it to the side, or as I introduce myself over here, that it's somewhat like a fingerprint. This vibrotactile stimulus stimulates the skin receptors, which in turn generate a neural signal. This neural signal is transferred to the brain through the peripheral nervous system. The brain can decode this signal and send a command back into the body for improved functions. The scientific foundation is pattern therapy in haptic perception. There are various patches with different codes for different functions. There's a pain patch, a sleep improvement patch, an energy patch, a performance patch, a focus patch, and many others. Take the opportunity to try it out on yourself, on your family, on your relatives, on your friends, to also help them achieve better health and well-being. Have fun and see you soon.